Assalamu alaikum. This is Dr. Anam Zafar, and we are going to discuss about the subject of human growth and development today. And in human growth and development, we talk about the behaviors of the human being in their early childhood, in their late childhood, in their adolescence, and their early adulthood, and in their late adulthood as well. So, first, let's talk about the early childhood at first. In early childhood, what is the psychological, physical, and um, psychological changes in the early childhood? Basically, what the early childhood is, what are the physical developments, which are also called the milestones according to the childhood, and the cognitive and socio-economical or the emotional well-being and their development during this early childhood years, and how does these developments connected with one another, and how can they help the human being in its developing years. So, first, if we talk about what the early childhood development is, the early childhood development refers to the skills and the milestones that children are expected to reach at a certain age and a certain time till the age of 5 years. The age of five till the age of 5 years is called the early childhood. These milestones include the learning how to run, how to talk using the simple sentences, and how to play with others, like socializing, the start of the socializing. In some cases, these type of developments occur naturally, like they don't. These are just inborn instincts of a kid, and by looking and watching at the parents around them, and they spend some time in their playing, preparing as the parents are preparing their dinners or looking for the books together. So basically, the companionship of the parents is really important in the early developmental years, as the child gets all of it from the parents and from their companionships, how they are doing with those things, like the food, like the books, like playing with some things. So preschool and the Head Start programs provide activities based on early childhood development guidelines. How you can also find like the reading books with your kids, and पेरेंट्स जो कि इन डेवलपमेंटल गोल्स को जो है वो प्रमोट कर रहे होते हैं, और वो प्रॉपर टाइम देते हैं अपने बच्चों को उनके साथ ये एक्टिविटीज़ करने के लिए, क्योंकि बच्चों को कोई कंपेनियनशिप रिक्वायर्ड होती है अर्ली फेज़ में। तो ये उनका एक टाइम होता है जिसमें दे आर ग्रोइंग अप फिजिकली, cognitively, and having their social and emotional developments as well. So the infants enter the world with a limited range of skills and abilities. Watching a child develop the new motor skills, the cognitive, language, and the social skills is a source of wonder for parents and the caregivers. So, physical development in the early childhood. तो बॉडी ग्रोथ, हम सबसे पहले फिजिकल डेवलपमेंट की बात करते हैं, जिसमें मेन इज़ द बॉडी ग्रोथ. So changes in the body size and proportions, of course. 2 to 3 inches in height every year and 5 pounds of weight each year added till 5 years is the baseline, is the standard that the children grow 2 to 3 inches each year, and they gain to 5 pounds each year. It's the average which a healthy child should be जो है वो उसको फॉलो करना चाहिए. The child gradually becomes thinner as girls retain somewhat more body fat, whereas the boys are slightly more muscular. Posture and balance improve, resulting in the gain in the motor coordination. Individual differences in the body sizes are even more apparent during the early childhood than in infancy. To determine if a child's atypical stature is a sign of growth or healthy health problem. So the child ethnic heritage must be considered. लाइक उसके जो है वो एथनिसिटी किस एथनिसिटी से बिलोंग करता है, न्यूट्रिशनल वैल्यूज़ क्या हैं, जेनेटिक्स किस किस्म की हैं, उनके पेरेंट्स का मॉडल किस तरह से है. लाइक ऑब्वियसली द शॉर्ट हाइटेड पेरेंट्स विल ऑलवेज गेट द शॉर्ट हाइटेड किड्स कंपैरेटिव टू दोज जिनकी जो है वो हाइट्स इन्हांस्ड हैं या जिनकी हाइट्स जो हैं वो ज़्यादा हैं. So, skeletal growth in with cartilage between the ages of 2 to 6, approximately 45 epiphyseal joints get connected, and the new growth center hardens into the bone. एक्सरे जो है वो हमें ये बताता है चिल्ड्रन के स्केलेटल का कि जो एपिफिजियल जो जॉइंट्स हैं वो फॉर्म हुए हैं या नहीं, एपिफिसिस क्लोज हुए हैं या नहीं, ये हमें बता रही होती हैं एपिफिसिस का क्लोज होना कि ग्रोथ फर्दर कितनी डेवलप करेगी और कितनी ग्रोथ बोन की ग्रोथ जो है वो इंक्रीज़ करेगी. By the end of the preschool years, children start to lose their primary teeth. Childhood tooth decay remains high, especially among the low socioeconomical status youngsters in the United States because of the low hygiene and all that stuff. So, asynchrony is in the physical growth. Physical growth is an asynchronous process. Different body systems have their own unique and timed patterns for the maturation. And again, it comes from the hereditary as well. They are hereditary as well. ये आपको उसमें ही मिलते हैं, genetics में ही मिलते हैं कि maturation के patterns किस किस्म के होंगे. So when you are looking for a healthy kid or you are assessing a kid according to its growth and the patterns of the maturation, you should always look for its parents' patterns as well, and the families and the ethnicities patterns as well. The journal growth curve is a curve that represents the overall changes in the body size, rapid growth during infancy, slower gains in the early childhood and the middle childhood, but the rapid growth in the late childhood or the adolescence, early to adolescence as well. You can have the example of it that usually in the start of the teens, 13 to 12, 13, 14, the child rapidly grows and they get taller and they grows well. So जो उनका early adolescence का period है, that is the most important period of the कि वो किस तरह से grow कर पाते हैं. Exceptions to this trend are found in the development of the reproductive and the lymphatic systems as well. So this is the introduction of the development कि वो किस तरह से हो रही होती है और हमें किस तरह उसको देखना होता है. There is a term which is called the developmental milestones. So developmental milestones are abilities that most children are able to perform by their certain age. This is our expectation according to the milestones that at some particular age kid should be able to do some of its developmental activities, which we call them the developmental milestones. During the first year of a child life, physical milestones are centered on the infant learning to master self movement. So जो first year of life है उसे हम कहते हैं कि सेल्फ मूवमेंट ईयर होता है. बच्चा जो है वो अपनी सेल्फ अवेयरनेस गेन कर रहा होता है, बॉडी मूवमेंट्स को सीख रहा होता है, बॉडी डेवलपमेंट हो रही होती हैं. तो होल्ड्स को जो चीज़ें हैं, ऑब्जेक्ट की होल्डिंग है, हैंड टू माउथ कोऑर्डिनेशन है, ये फर्स्ट ईयर की बेसिक आपके पास माइलस्टोन्स होते हैं. हम इनको देख लेते हैं सिंक्रोनसली फ्रॉम बर्थ टू 3 months तक. They uses actually the rooting reflex, sucking and the grasping reflexes. What are these reflexes? Again, these reflexes were expected to be learned by you on your presentations if you have done that. And please go through your presentations to know about the reflexes and when they arrive. And if you have still the difficulty in understanding it, you can ask in the lectures in the interactive sessions as well. So slightly raise the head when lying on the stomach after birth to 1 month. They hold the head up for a few seconds with support. They can clench their hands into the fist like this. They tug and pull their own hands, like they do this and this and this. You can have them playing with their own hands. They just pull them, tug them. They just do this thing with their hands and playing with their own body parts, with their feet as well. and the repeated body movements. They do a single body movement again and again, again and again. This is their milestone from birth to 3 months. If we come from 3 months to 6 months, what is that? They learn to roll over, pull their bodies forward, put themselves up by grasping something, reach for and grasp the objects, and bring objects they are holding to the mouth and shake and play with the objects. So usually play activities and learning about their own body, their own self, and just holding something and pulling themselves, rolling over. These are the activities which they learn from 3 months to 6 months. What they are going to do from 6 months to 9 months. During this time, the children become increasingly mobile. They can start crawling. They usually grasp and pull the objects towards their own body. They usually transfer the toys from one place to the other place, or from one hand to the other hand. And if you give them two things, they usually put a thing into the basket and then get it back, and then again repeated movements. So these are the things which they are doing till 9 months. From 9 to 12 months, they are having their major milestones, which can be the walking, taking their first steps, standing up, and children also begin to develop more advanced fine motor skills. Like now they would be able to hand and mouth coordination. They get a better hand and mouth coordination now. They can sit up unaided, stand without stand without assistance, walk without help, pick up and throw objects. They can roll a ball, pick up the objects between their thumb and one finger. So fine motor skills, but between thumb and one finger. This is a fine motor skill as compared to picking a thing like this. But yes. So from 1 to 2 years, the children become increasingly independent. From 1 to 2 years, this is the most independent year of their life, in which they like to use their own senses to of sense of independence, by their hand-eye coordination, by their facial expressions. They can listen to you. They can respond you by their facial expressions. They cannot respond you, but they can understand your things. And hand eye coordination उनकी बहुत अच्छी हो जाती है, बैलेंस बहुत अच्छा मेंटेन कर लेते हैं. Like they pick things up while standing up, they walk backwards, walk up down the stairs. तो stair climbing जो है without assistance वो सीख लेते हैं. Move and sway to the music. They like dancing in these years. Color or paint by moving the entire arm. So scribbling, they do scribble. If you give them the crayon or the marker, they do scribble anything over the paper. They turn the knobs and handles, the scissor cutting, and just pushing in and out the doors. These are their really playful activities for them in these years. So the year of 2 to 3 years, they really learn to use their earlier skills. The children become adapted to the activities which are going around there. They become familiar with the environment well, and they get the speed in these years. Till 2 years, they were learning about the new skills, but in the 2 to 3 years, they focus on more speed. So, on the things which they have learned before, they are getting more used to it, and they are more speedy in these things. So, they usually, what do they do? फिजिकल एबिलिटीज़ उनके 3 to 4 years में एडवांसमेंट हो जाती है. 3 to 4 में जो है वो दे कैन राइड अ ट्राईसाइकिल. They go down a slide without help. They throw and catch a ball, pull and steer the toys. They can walk straight in the line if you say them, and if you place something on their head and you ask them to walk slowly and on a line, they can try for that as well. Building blocks and toys, and the toy blocks जो हैं वो उनके साथ वो बहुत ज़्यादा familiar हो जाते हैं और उनको खेल लेते हैं. They can manipulate the clay into the shapes, and they like to make the snake and the egg and balls, and with that clay. So these are the healthy activities for them. From 4 to 5 years, really you can see that they love jumping on one foot. Okay? They can walk backwards without looking at it and maintaining better balance. somersaults, ठीक है, वो करने के काबिल हो जाते हैं. They can take the paper and cut it with carefully with the scissors. They can print some letters, like they are able to write some letters. They can copy shapes including squares and crosses. These are the physical development in the early childhood. What would be the cognitive development in the early childhood? If we talk about the cognitive development, so there we are having some theories related to the cognitive developments. जिनमें से एक जो है that is the Paget's theory, the pre-operational stages इन्हें कहते हैं early childhood को. What the theory is saying, it is telling us that the pre-operational Paget's second stage is marked by rapid growth in representational or the symbolic mental activity. Advancement in the mental representation. What is this? हमारी जो रिप्रेजेंटेशन है, मेंटल रिप्रेजेंटेशन, वो किसी भी चीज़ की हमारे माइंड के अंदर जो इमेज बनता है वो कैसे बनता है? बाय लुकिंग टू समथिंग, बट after looking to something, by getting the information about it, and we take that information from our parents and our companions who are using that object for something, and how we are getting the information, that how they are using and what are they talking about it. So the language, the body language as well as the mother language, ये बहुत हमारी mental representation की basics हैं. ये वहाँ से हमें मिलती है. अकॉर्डिंग टू द पेजेट्स के जो लैंग्वेज है वो रूट्स प्रोवाइड करती है मेंटल रिप्रेजेंटेशन के लिए. सो पेजेट्स बिलीव दैट सेंसरी मोटर एक्टिविटी प्रोवाइड्स द फाउंडेशन फॉर लैंग्वेज, just as it underlies deferred imitation and make the belief play. So what is the make believe play? It increases dramatically during the early childhood. Paget's believe that through pretending, young children practice and strengthen a newly acquired representational scheme. So by play basically हम क्या कर रहे होते हैं, उन्हें familiar कर रहे होते हैं early childhood में उनके environment के साथ. हम उन्हें बता रहे होते हैं कि what the use of the specific object is, what the decorum of the specific environment is, how you need to look at, how you need to respond, how you need to behave in some specific circumstance. And ये सब हम कैसे सिखा रहे होते हैं? They like to play. We are all telling them this thing through their play. So हमने play को उनका belief बना दिया. We make the play their belief. So if we are telling them something during the play, they believe it. They take it as it is. So यही decorum है, यही हकीकत है, यही सच है. ठीक है? So ये हमारी एक मेंटल रिप्रेजेंटेशन का वे है. अब इसकी डेवलपमेंट कैसे होती है? ओवर टाइम प्ले बिकम्स इंक्रीजिंगली डिटैच्ड फ्रॉम द रियल लाइफ कंडीशंस एसोसिएटेड विद इट. ऑब्वियसली ऐसा होता है कि पहले हम बच्चों को बता रहे होते हैं ओके देयर इज़ अ हॉर्स, इट्स ट्रैवलिंग, इट इज़ यूज फॉर दिस थिंग. फिर हम जब आहिस्ता आहिस्ता जैसे जैसे वक्त गुजर रहा होता है वो चीज़ें जो है वो वहाँ से निकल रही होती हैं. प्ले एक सेपरेट चीज़ बन जाती है. जैसे I have a toddler and she used to say it, okay mama, play time में इसको ऐसे कहते हैं. वैसे रियलिटी में ऐसा नहीं होता. दिस इज़ व्हाट ओवर टाइम जो प्ले है वो एक सेपरेट चीज़ बन जाता है और रियल लाइफ थिंग्स जो हैं, रियल लाइफ कंडीशंस जो हैं वो एक सेपरेट थिंग्स हैं. सो मेक बिलीव प्ले क्या है? इट ग्रेजुअली बिकम्स लेस सेल्फ सेंटर्ड एज चिल्ड्रन रियलाइज दैट एजेंट्स एंड रेसिपिएंट्स ऑफ द प्रिटेंडेड एक्शंस कैन बी इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ देमसेल्व्स. Play also includes the increasingly more complex scheme combinations. So play basically क्या करता है कि जो है वो मेमोराइज कराने में या उनके ब्रेन में ये रिप्रेजेंटेशन क्रिएट करने में हेल्प आउट करता है कि जितने भी आपकी प्ले टॉयज़ हैं, ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं, जितने भी एजेंट्स हैं जो कि खेल के हैं, दे आर इंडिपेंडेंट. So you have no need, these are not dependent on your happiness or on your sadness or on you, they are independent. और इस तरह से ही combination schemes को play is basically a complex. So socio-dramatically, play is the make-believe play with peers that first appears around age 2.5 and increases rapidly until 4 to 5 years. The emergence of socio-dramatic play signals an awareness that make-believe play is a representational activity. So socio-dramatic play क्या है? Socio-dramatic play है through play, you are inputting the information of your social activities and social environment into a kid, which he or she will take till 4 to 5 years. तो आप उन्हें क्या बता रहे हैं, आप उन्हें अवेयरनेस दे रहे हैं उनके ब्रेन के अंदर कि असल में चीज़ें कैसे होती हैं, चीज़ें किस तरह से होनी चाहिए, बोलना कैसे चाहिए, बात कैसे करनी चाहिए, रिस्पॉन्स कैसे करना चाहिए एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ. Next comes the spatial representation. What is the spatial representation? Like time. Time is a spatial something. It's in space. It's somewhere. It's a spatial representation. तो आप क्या करना है उनके लिए? The spatial understanding improves rapidly over the third year of life. With this representational capacity, children realizes that the spatial symbol stands for a specific state of affairs in the real world. Insight into one type of the symbol real world relation, such as they are represented by the photograph, helps the preschoolers understand others as a simple maps, providing the children with the many opportunities to learn about the functions of diverse symbols, such as the picture book, the models, the maps, the drawings. What it creates the special representation, the things, how the things are, like traffic lights, what is the difference between a taxi and ambulance. तो ये क्या है, मैप्स कहाँ है, कौन सी चीज़ कहाँ पर है, किस किस तरह से है, ये स्पेशल रिप्रेजेंटेशन जो है ये उनके अंदर किस तरह से आती है, थ्रू पिक्चर्स आती है, थ्रू मॉडल्स आती है, थ्रू मैप्स आती है, ड्राइंग्स के थ्रू आती है. तो ये 3 to 4 to 5 years का जो बच्चा है उसको आप सिखाते हैं. Limitations of pre-operational thought. Pages describe the preschool children in terms of what they cannot rather than what they can and they understand. तो क्यों वो बच्चा इंडिपेंडेंट होना चाहता है, वो बच्चा चीज़ों को समझ रहा होता है और उसकी कोशिश ये होती है और हमारा बिलीफ ये होता है, इफ़ वी आर नॉट द पेरेंट ऑफ दैट किड, कि इसे ये समझ आ रही है या इसे ये करना आ रहा है. तो पेजेट्स का फिनोमिना क्या था, दैट पेजेट्स described the preschool children in the terms of what they cannot do, so that we should really come first in our mind that ये they cannot do this thing. So हमें उन्हें जब टारगेट करना है और हमने उन्हें रूल्स बताने हैं और हमने उसे लॉजिक्स बतानी है, तो हमें ये पता होना चाहिए कि वो क्या नहीं समझ सकता, वो क्या नहीं कर सकता, ताकि हम उसके अकॉर्डिंगली उसको समझा सकें. So operations are mental representations of the actions they obey logical rules. In the pre-operational stage, the children's thinking is rigid, limited to one aspect of a situation at a time, and strongly influenced by the way things appear at the moment. So basically egocentrism होता है उनमें. What is this? It is the inability to distinguish the symbolic viewpoints of the others from one's own. आप एक बच्चे को अर्ली चाइल्डहुड या प्री स्कूलर में उसकी थिंकिंग रिजिड है, आप उसे ये नहीं समझा सकते हो कि लाइक फॉर इंस्टेंस आप अभी बच्चों को ये समझा रहे हो कि वी आर डीलिंग विद द कोविड, और कोविड ऐसा है कि आपको इसमें मास्क पहनना है, आपको इसमें जो है वो अपनी हाइजेनिक का प्रॉपर यू शुड बी केयरफुल अबाउट योर हाइजेनिक्स, यू शुड वॉश योर हैंड्स अगेन एंड अगेन. At one simpler time, you have inputted this all information in our early childhood brain. And after simple duration, you talked about this situation and you told a child, the similar child, that we are wasting the water. Please don't waste the water. He will not get these two ideas at a time. He or she. ठीक है, what they do? अभी तो आपने कहा था कि हाथ धोने, मुझे तो हाथ धोने हैं और 20 इतनी देर के लिए धोने हैं, मुझे इतना काउंट करना है, मुझे ऐसे ही करना है. ठीक है, दिस इज व्हाट दे आर्ग्यू अपॉन. सो एनिमिस्टिक थिंकिंग क्या है? इट इज़ द बिलीव दैट इन एनिमेट ऑब्जेक्ट्स लाइफ लाइक क्वालिटीज़ सच एज थॉट्स, विशेस, फीलिंग्स एंड इंटेंशंस. तो उसकी ये थिंकिंग आना शुरू हो जाती है, इससे आप कहते हैं एनिमिस्टिक थिंकिंग. ये अर्ली चाइल्डहुड में 3 से 4 साल का बच्चा जो है वो ये समझना शुरू हो जाता है कि व्हाट द फीलिंग्स आर, what missing someone is, what feeling bad and feeling good is, what the intentions are. Like if you ask him what you want to do, he can respond you well on this. ठीक है. Next, inability to conserve. The conservations refers to the idea that certain physical characteristics of objects remain the same even when outward appearance changes. सो ये कंजर्वेशन है कि बच्चा ऐसे नहीं, ये बात नहीं समझ सकता है कि जो कुछ चीज़ें हैं वो अगर अपेयरेंस उनकी चेंज हुई है तो वो समझते हैं कि ये चेंज हो गया, ये सिमिलर नहीं है। जस्ट लाइक आप ऑरेंज जूस ले रहे हैं, टू टाइप्स ऑफ ऑरेंज जूसेस, एक वन इज़ द फ्रेश जूस एंड द सेकंड इज़ द टेन पैक जूस, and you're saying your kid and he was used to take the fresh juice before, and you're giving him or her right now the tin pack juice and you're saying it that it's the orange juice. No, he has the inability to conserve. He cannot कंजर्व दिस थिंग के वो ये सब कर सकता है, वो ये नहीं कर सकता। वो यही कहेगा कि नो, दिस इज़ नॉट द ऑरेंज जूस। And what's the next point? That is the transductive reasoning. The transductive reasoning is the reasoning from one particular event to another particular event instead of from general to particular or particular to general. So ट्रांसडक्टिव रीजनिंग जो है वो नहीं कर सकता है बच्चा। उससे आपको एक चीज़ का बेसिक प्रोवाइड करके उसी से ही आपको पर्टिकुलर पे जाना है, या वहाँ से ही आपको उसको नीचे लेके आना है। आपको एक पर्टिकुलर चीज़ से दूसरी पर्टिकुलर इवेंट के ऊपर मूव नहीं करना है, वो इसको नहीं कर सकेगा। सो लैक ऑफ द हायरार्कियल क्लासिफिकेशन। हायरार्कियल क्लासिफिकेशन क्या होती है? Organization of the bigger and smaller, and organization of the objects into classes and subclasses and basic of the similarities and differences. So ये जो है ये प्री स्कूलर में नहीं होती, वो हायरार्किकल क्लासिफिकेशंस को नहीं कर सकते हैं। उनके लिए सिमिलैरिटीज़ हैं। द किड्स आर किड्स, बड़ा बच्चा छोटा बच्चा, नो, नथिंग लाइक दैट। बच्चा इज बच्चा, ठीक है, तो वो ये नहीं फील कर सकते हैं। So next we can move towards the socio-emotional development in the early childhood. अब तक हम लोगों ने देखा कि cognitive development किस तरह से होती है, और हमने उसमें पेजेट्स की थ्योरी को जो है वो हमने रीच आउट किया है। अब हम देखते हैं कि सोशियो-इमोशनल डेवलपमेंट किस तरह से होती है और इसके कौन कौन से फैक्टर्स होते हैं। इमोशनल एंड पर्सनैलिटी डेवलपमेंट, फैमिलीज पार्ट प्ले करती हैं एंड पीयर रिलेशंस प्ले करते हैं। So emotional and the personality development with the self. First of all, the baby is self-sufficient now. He recognizes the self first. Then it comes the emotional development, then the moral development, and then the gender information. So self में कौन कौन सी दो बातें जो है वो लेता है? पहली है self understanding. The kid usually understands about the self understanding, what the self being is. And next come the initiative versus the guilt. What's the difference between them? So if we talk about the initiative versus guilt, children use their perceptual, motor, cognitive, and the language skills to make things happen. The governor of initiative is consciousness. As children begin to hear the inner voice of self-observation. What does that mean? They notice, they observe, and they talk to themselves. They get a self-perception of something and it comes into the language through language out of their mouth. So initiative may bring the rewards or punishment. ठीक है जी। Widespread disappointment leads to an unleashing of guilt that lowers the self-esteem. Leaving the stage with a sense of initiative rather than guilt depends on the parental responses to children's self-initiated activities. So you should always encourage the initiativeness and self-initiated activities so that a child doesn't go into the guilt in this stage of their life. What is the self-understanding? A child's cognitive representation of self, the substance and the content of child's self-conception based on the various rules and membership categories that define who they are. In the early childhood, children usually conceive the self in the physical terms, like man, this body is the self. The active dimension is a central component of the self, as children describe themselves in terms of such activities as play. Young children emotional language and understanding होती है और self-conscious emotions होते हैं. What is the language and understanding emotions? Important changes in the emotional development are the increased use of emotional language and the understanding of the emotions. Between the age of 2 to 3 years, children considerably increase the number of terms they use to describe emotion. ठीक है, they get the sense of their self and their emotions as well. And I am happy, I am bad, I'm not feeling good, what are you doing, how rude is this, and these type of stuff they can use to tell about their emotions. Children also begin to learn about the causes and consequences of the feelings. At 4 to 5 years of age, children show an increased ability to reflect on emotions and a growing awareness about controlling and managing emotions to meet the social standards. So, 4 to 5 years of age is the best age to tell them the decorum of the environment, because they are able to control their emotions now. What is the role of the family is among it? The parents, basically the main sibling relationships and the birth order. So ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. रिलेशनशिप्स किस किस्म के हैं, पेरेंट्स बेसिकली फर्स्ट पे आते हैं, फिर सिबलिंग्स आते हैं और उनका बर्थ ऑर्डर भी मैटर कर रहा होता है. द चेंजिंग फैमिली इन द चेंजिंग सोसाइटी. सो व्हाट आर द पेरेंटिंग स्टाइल्स? The parenting styles are divided into four types. अथॉरिटेरियन स्टाइल, अथॉरिटेरियन पेरेंटिंग होती है. अथॉरिटेटिव पेरेंटिंग होती है. निगलेक्टफुल पेरेंटिंग होती है. इंडल्जेंट पेरेंटिंग होती है. सो peer relations क्या होते हैं? The peers children of about the same age or maturity are the peer relations. ठीक है. The peer group provides a source of information and comparison about the world outside the family. The children receive the feedback on their abilities from peers. Good peer relations appears to be necessary for the normal social development. Children who are rejected by peers are at high risk of the depression. Aggressive children are at high risk of many problems. Okay, so this is all about the lecture and the introductory lecture about the parenting and the early childhood development. We will further continue on pregnant parenting in our further lectures. Thank you very much for listening till now. And if you have any queries and any questions regard or any ambiguities about the lecture, you can always ask in the interactive session. Thank you so much.